And now, with more on Minister Deri being barred from office by the High Court, Israeli journalist, attorney, and author Ben-Dror Yemini. Ben-Dror, so first of all, Deri has been ordered to resign or be fired. What will the government do now?
I guess the Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, is going to fire him because, even those who are highly criticize the Supreme Court, they will not disobey to the ruling of the court. So probably it will take 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, but it will happen quite soon.
And government leaders immediately vowing to try and get around the decision before it's enforced. What can the coalition do, and do they have enough time to do it?
No, they don't have many options. Politically, it's becoming quite interesting because this is the first check of this coalition. So it's going to be very interesting. I mean, how will Shas party, how they will continue in this coalition? It's not clear yet. They do not have any other option. We have to bear it in mind.
That's indeed a really interesting question. Now, if attempts to get around the court decision fail, and Deri is definitely barred from being a minister, what happens really to Shas and the organization of the coalition? Is that already known or to be debated?
I mean, Netanyahu will do whatever he can, and he can do a lot in order to implement all the coalition agreements with Shas, which means that they will get their budget, they will get money for their yeshivas, everything will be just the same, and they even might get more because of what happened yesterday, because of the ruling of the Supreme Court. So they will not have reasons to complain. And anyway, they are not going to leave the coalition. They will not do it, not to themselves and not to Benjamin Netanyahu. Right now, they can only stay in the coalition. So in that respect, Netanyahu can be quite satisfied that even after the rulings that he does not like, the coalition is not going to fall apart.
And we know that Netanyahu went visiting Deri right after. Do we know anything that happened right there? Anything he said to him? Anything they spoke about?
No, we don't really know. We can just guess, and we can hear the people who speak with Aryeh Deri and the people who speak with Netanyahu. I mean, this is a kind of meeting just in order to say, well, you know, we are together, we are in the same boat, and that kind of stuff. But nothing really is going to happen, not for the moment anyway, to the coalition.
Now, as an attorney and a journalist, you've been an outspoken critic against the High Court's activity behavior. Do you think that the decision against Deri was a political one, or fair, actually?
No, it was not political. I mean, yesterday afternoon, I buzzed to read all the 190 pages of the verdict. Look, I don't like this kind of what we call in Israel Ilchat HaSvirut, which means reasonability of the decisions of government, of officials. I don't like it. But in this ruling, they had some other reasons in order to disqualify Aryeh Deri from being a minister. So yes, I am, generally speaking, a critic of the Supreme Court and of the activism. Sometimes it's even a political activism. But in this case, I cannot really criticize the ruling. No, not in this case.
And I assume most people at home are asking, how will this affect Deri's political future? This decision, everything that's happening right now.
Well, I mean, he's not enjoying. I mean, I guess that he had a kind of hope that because of the whole big dispute about the judicial system, that maybe they will restrain themselves. It did not happen, but it was expected. The ruling is not a big surprise, not for him, not for anybody. I mean, it was clear, and in the last 3-4 days, everyone could guess that this is going to be the ruling. He is going to stay the leader of Shas party, but he's not going to be minister. I mean, it was how long will it hold? For how long is it going to be barred from being a minister? This is not clear yet. I mean, it was not even written in the ruling, so we do not know. So we have to wait and see. But everything can be, we are speaking about Israel and the Israeli coalition. And generally speaking, things might happen. We don't know what, we don't know when, but things might happen. For the moment, the coalition is stable. Netanyahu should not worry about any kind of collapse of the coalition, not for the moment.
Shas is not going to give up on him so quickly. Ben-Dror Yemini, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.